we view the struggle as a science. Most of the problems that exist today are not new problems. I mean, they're problems that we dealt with 35, 40 years ago. I would say to young people today is to look around you. Start from where you're at. See what the issues are in your community. The Black Panther Party started in 1966 officially, October 1966, and it ran its course until 1982. The Black Panther Party was a black revolutionary organization that grew out of the resistance here in America. Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale were co-founders of the Black Panther Party, and the Black Panther Party was based around the 10-point program, which consists of what we want and what we believe. And some of those points were dealing with decent housing, some were dealing with police abuse, some were dealing with not fighting in the Vietnam War, black men being released from jails because they haven't been tried by a jury of their peers. So decent education. So there was a whole line of what we want and what we believe and how we was going to go about obtaining those things. And also the Black Panther Party started out, was really known for patrolling the police with guns and law books. And in 1967, the Black Panther Party became world known when they went to Sacramento to protest the Mulford Act in Sacramento, California. And at that time, Panthers went with guns to protest a Mulford Act. Mulford was a representative from Oakland that was lobbied by the police department to appeal this law that you can carry guns in the public, which the Black Panther Party was doing successful and lawfully. So when Huey P. Newton and the Black Panther Party heard about this, they went to Sacramento. And so it was shown throughout the world, and the Black Panther Party was known from that point on. But the Black Panther Party was a revolutionary vanguard organization. And by vanguard, I mean it was a leader. It set examples, you know, about the struggle, strategies and tactics of how to survive in America and how to struggle against the United States capitalistic, imperialistic government. Also, the Black Panther Party was a guide. It was like a torch in the night. It was like the first black revolutionary organization in America. And it consisted of young people, mostly 17, 18, 19, 20. However, there were older people that were drafted into the Vietnam War who came back and joined the Black Panther Party. So the Black Panther Party was a revolutionary organization, consisted of men and women, young black Americans fighting against racism here in America. And we call ourselves the Children of Malcolm. To become a member, when I first joined, you had to go through like a 6 to 8 week training. You had to read something like 35 different books, like Wretched of the Earth, books by Fanon, the Red Book, books by Mao, books by Fidel, books by Nkrumah, books about African struggle. You have to read all those books as well as buy a weapon and go to the range and practice your marksmanship. So to become a Panther is not an easy feat, you know, because there's work to do. You know, you sell the Black Panther Party paper weekly, you go to political education class, and a Panther must read on his own 2 hours a day on his own. And then his office has political education classes. Then we have a national political education class on Sunday. So Black Panther Party was well educated. Members knew what the Black Panther Party was about. They knew our philosophy. They knew our international viewpoints on the struggle. The Black Panther Party was an international organization. You know, we weren't confined to just America because America is not confined to just America. You know, they have oppressions going. And, you know, when the Black Panther Party came into being, there was liberation struggles all over the world. You know, in Africa, in South America, you know, even in Europe, in Paris, you know, in London, students was uprising against the war, you know, and that's how I first started getting educated, you know, through the Vietnam War, through the American draft system, you know. So if anybody wanted to find out more about myself or the Black Panther Party, they can go to our website, www.itsaboutttimebpp.com. There's a menu to your left with various things like audio, video, party history, our stories. Our stories are composed of interviews I've done with other Panthers on why they joined the party and what they're doing now. You know, so there's tons and tons and tons of information on our website. First and foremost, they betrayed us as racist. That Black Panther Party was a threat against American society because we hated white people, you know, and that we wanted to destroy America, and we wanted to put black people, you know, in charge of America. You know, that was the big lie. You know, and you know, part of being a capitalistic system is tactics that fall under capitalism, like divide and conquer, and that is, for instance, one divide and conquer method to divide the majority white race against just smaller race, and you know, trying to perpetuate a race war. You know, another illusion that they tried to set about the Black Panther Party was that we were a gang, that we wasn't an organization, that we didn't have any goals or aspirations. You know, we were into extortion. You know, so those are some of the things they tried to paint the picture that the Black Panther Party was not a revolutionary group, that they were really illegitimate and they were up to no good, and that is the reason why the police and the FBI have to scrutinize them so closely. You know, and plus they carry guns. You know, and you know, so all those things, they said they raided different Panther offices because of the gun thing. Not one time did they ever show a stash of guns. You know, they always said Panthers had thousands of guns. Not one time has that ever happened. So it just lies to perpetuate and intimidate the majority white community in America, to keep everybody divided. Black Panther Party's official first name was the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. And the gun came into being because we believe in the principles of Malcolm X, of self-defense. We believe in defending ourselves and not turning the other cheek, as other people like Malcolm and organizations have perpetuated. You know, so the gun was a tool to defend ourselves. Because you got to remember, in the 1960s, black people were still being hung and shot at random in the civil rights struggle. And so we, as an organization, started patrolling the streets with guns and a law book. But, you know, the media never, or the historians have dissected that law book from our hands. You know, they don't even bring up the fact that we were citing law to the police, you know, things that they should be doing or things that they are doing wrong, you know. So the image of the gun was completely overblown in terms of the police department trying to say, they're trying to build an image that we were lawless people, and that the reason why they had to attack us because we had these guns, and that we were angry black people, that we might go attack the white community. So that was, you know, at no time in the history of the Black Panther Party you find Black Panther Party members attacking police departments or anything like that. Most of the attacks that came against the Black Panther Party was at our offices at 3 or 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, you know, for traffic fines or something like that, some irrelevant charge, you know. So the guns were for self-defense, and we never apologized for that, and I still don't apologize for self-defense, because we still believe in defending yourself. You can Google SDS and look under alliances, and you'll see the Black Panther Party. You will see the Black Panther Party had solidarity relationships with the Brown Beret, La Raza, the Young Patriot Party, the Peace and Freedom Party. Those are just the examples of people we work with. We work with anybody who's progressive and going in the same direction we're going in. So, I mean, you could take, for instance, in the Bay Area, we had groups like the NCCF out of Berkeley. You know, they were a white group that adopted the principles and policies of the Black Panther Party and worked in the white community in Berkeley. In fact, 40 years ago, they were the ones that were responsible to get the 15,000 signatures for the community control ballot to go on the ballot in Berkeley. And they worked closely with the Black Panther Party. Members of their organization worked hand in hand with the party. They came to our political education classes. They worked on a paper on Wednesday where all Panthers come together and work on the paper. Members of their group went to China when Emory Douglas and Masai and different members of the Black Panther Party went to China as a delegation. Members of the NCCF went as well. So we have a whole history of working with progressive groups from the Chinese community to the black community throughout America. Started in 1966, like I said, and this year being 2011 makes it the 45th year. We have a number of events slated for October.